Let me give you a couple of harsh truths if you're trying to get into vibe coding. Number one, the idea that you're going to one shot an app with one master prompt is total and utter BS. You will never get a fully functional app in one prompt. There's just too much that goes into it. There are, depending on the app, say for example, the app I'm working on, I'm adding user authentication. That thing's been kicking my butt all day today, so I'm gonna work on it tomorrow. There's certain ways that things are gonna get set up. There's different variations, different variables, different providers that you're gonna use. Who's your authenticator? Firebase, Supabase, Airtable? Are you going to be using magic links, so passwordless? Are you going to authenticate with Google? Are you just going to do store email and password? The second harsh truth, if you're vibe coding an app, you are going to be in massive legal trouble if you do not add a terms of service and a privacy policy. Those are non-negotiable. You need to put some in your app to say what are you doing with data, especially if you're collecting data and money and stuff from other people. And you can go to Claude and ChatGPT and have it write one up for you. What I always recommend is explaining I need a terms of service and privacy policy for ABC app. You give it a list of descriptions. If you have a README file from like your GitHub repo, that's a good one to include to give it all the context. And then you don't tell it to just build it for you. And I'm always going to say this at the end of the prompt, ask me clarifying questions until you're 98% sure you can complete the task. This starts a dialogue, and then the LLM will start asking you more specific things. And that will get you a really pretty tight privacy policy in terms of service. So you have to have it. Number three, you are going to need to learn how to read code. You cannot rely on what the AI is spitting out. And particularly, you're going to need that skill for debugging. Something's glitching out, not working as expected. You're gonna need to know what you're looking at. I've been dabbling in coding for, almost ashamed to say, almost 20 plus years. Way back when we used to make pure HTML websites. So I kind of understand the patterns of code. There are different languages, but I understand the pattern of the code and what I'm looking at. And the best part is, if I don't, I just ask an LLM to help me figure it out. But you're gonna need to learn it. You're not gonna go away with not knowing absolutely any code. You're gonna need it. Another harsh truth is that your app does not need to be perfect. I have fallen into that trap with at least the last 4 apps I tried to make. I started obsessing over very little pointless things. The way that the landing page looks, the way that the buttons pop up, the way that the modal is like the windows that pop up, how they look, what's the size, what's the positioning. That's a waste of time. Make it work later. The functionality, like what that app is supposed to solve, has to be what works 100%. For my app that I'm working on now, that part's done. It works for what it's intended to do. And it's working well, and I've tested it on different phones and things like that. And it's enough for me to get users. So what I'm working now is building that framework or that setup to accept users and things like that. It's not all fun and games. Vibe coding has made it way easier for non-technical people to create apps. However, It's not a snap of the finger and it's done. You're gonna have to learn. And if you're infinitely curious, um, it's not gonna be an issue for you. If you're someone who's looking for a quick buck, this isn't gonna work for you, no matter how much AI hype you hear. So, hope this helps. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments and see ya.